Hi, my name is Tara Allen, and today I'm going to talk to you about sugar and different types of sugar. I have a lot of snacks, so it's kind of like let's talk candy, let's talk snacks. And I have some different condiments here. So I have some Twizzlers, Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, Hershey's Cookies and Cream, Swedish Fish. I have just some Pop Tarts here. I have these Welch's Fruit Snacks, which are the #1 fruit snack in the United States for putting in children's lunches. I have hot cocoa. I think I put this ketchup and grape jelly. I have this, like everybody, not everybody, but favorite reds. These are all the unwrapped, wrapped pink and red, Starburst. And then I have some, just like cake, what is it called? Frosting. I'm like, I don't eat that. And then I have marshmallows. We're going to talk about all this. Marshmallows are used in like Rice Krispie treats and things that you would give to children. So I know that this kind of looks like maybe children would be interested in this, and it's true, but also adults eat these things as well. So I'm going to go over that. So let's talk about sugar. There's actually an item here that has invert sugar, and it is actually the #1 ingredient here is sugar. #2 for these Sour Patch Kids. These are just regular Sour Patch Kids. #2 is invert sugar. So what is invert sugar? Invert sugar. It's where they're taking 2 simple sugars and they're heating it up, and then it actually makes it sweeter than regular sugar. So you're going to have a sweeter candy, which is going to be more addictive, actually. You're going to have excess calories. In particular, this little box is 3.5 servings. So you're going to take your sugar, which is 24 grams, and then they added 24 grams of invert sugar, these 2 simple sugars heated up into another one. So it's 156% sugar in this little box. And when you open it, it's actually a really small package because it's mostly air in here. So you've got this little tiny package full of just sugar. Excess calories, 0 nutrition. So the second thing is corn syrup. And all of these ingredients have corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup. Every single one of these here. That's why I laid them out. Corn syrup or even high fructose corn syrup drives inflammation. So in another video, I talked a lot about inflammation and what it can do. It is associated with risk of obesity, of course, because of the excess calories, no nutrition, and it actually makes you more hungry. If you watch the other videos, you'll see different tidbits. So today I'm just kind of focusing on this. It can be linked to diabetes, heart disease. That's a common denominator in a lot of these videos, is a lot of these foods are going to wreak havoc on the heart, and cancer. So every one of these things here, these snacks will be linked to possibly causing cancer in your body. In excess, it can increase harmful substances called advanced glycation end product, or AGEs, AGEs, which are harmful to every single cell in your body. Modified cornstarch, which a lot of these have. Let me see if this one has modified. This one has modified corn. This one has all of these ingredients. So these Sour Patch Kids were kind of special. Actually, they have every single thing I have written here. This one box. Not all these ingredients have every single thing. I think it's this one product has every single thing here. The other ones have maybe just corn syrup or something. All right, modified cornstarch. What is that? Why is it in here? Sometimes people cook with cornstarch to like thicken things, but modified is your keyword there, which I can circle it. I have a little thing here. So modified is your keyword. It means it's been altered from its natural state. If you have gluten reaction, you need to stay away from modified cornstarch. It is going to wreak havoc on your body. It can cause gas in adults and diarrhea in children. So this can actually cause digestive issues, especially in children who have adverse reaction. And modified cornstarch, well, you're going to have gas. So if you're at work or something and your stomach hurts, it can bloat you, and it just makes you feel bad. And then you're going to want to go to sleep and get very fatigued and tired, which is going to make you want to maybe have some caffeine or have a pop or something, which is going to increase your sugar, and it's just wreaking havoc on your health. Actually, all of these have no nutritional value whatsoever. So you're putting in things into your body that not even food. So it's just something to think about. All right, let's get back to these Sour Patch Kids because I really dislike these. I mean, I used to eat candy all the time until I learned about all this stuff, and then I was like, I just can't do it anymore. I can't put it in my mouth. So it's just kind of knowledge is power. The more you know, the more better decisions that you'll make for your own personal health. All right, so last thing. In here, I've got natural and artificial flavors. So that word artificial is another key word. It's not natural. So these things are not natural to put into your body. Something that's natural, maybe some bananas, some avocados. I have tomato here. These are natural things. They're not artificial, nor are they modified. They're organic. All right, so I have here yellow 6, which I wrote here, yellow 6. I have yellow 5, which are, and red 40. This actually has blue 1 as well. So these Sour Patch Kids have every single thing here that'll wreak havoc on your body. Red 40, these are food dyes. Food dyes have contain benzidine and 4-amino biphenyl, which has been linked to cause cancer. So a lot of times people buy candy for children as a reward, and it's actually feeding them things that can give them cancer, feeding them no nutritional value, things that dyes in children in particular have been linked with allergies. So if you, so all this has been linked to allergies. Hyperactivity, learning impairment. So if you just think going to school where you're expected to sit for hours upon hours with no movement, that can be very difficult for somebody who's just maybe had Welch's snacks or something in their lunch, and then going and expected to learn. It causes learning impairment, irritability, and aggressiveness in children. So that was really concerning to me when I read the irritability and aggressiveness, because the irritability can be linked to getting in trouble, and aggressiveness can be linked to fighting. So, or just different behaviors that can be maybe misdiagnosed and things like that. So doing an elimination diet is really important, maybe taking out one thing at a time. So just these Sour Patch Kids had that invert sugar that I wanted to talk about, where it's that heating up. All right, so let's just kind of go over these really quick. So these marshmallows, there's 9 servings in here. Number 1 ingredient, corn syrup. And then sugar. So corn syrup, sugar, modified corn starch, and then some things I can't pronounce. And that's something that is in those marshmallows. All right, number 1 ingredient in these Skittles, sugar, corn syrup, and then hydrogenated oil. So in another video, if you want to take a look, I go more in depth. It's about a 10-minute video on what hydrogenated oil does to your body, and that's something that's in here. This also has modified cornstarch and all these food dyes, because these are colorful. Another thing that you'll notice is you'll see a lot of bright colors here. So another thing, I just wanted to point this out really quick. If I were to take these natural things, and you'll see it, something. So this is a psychological thing that they use for advertising to make it appealing, is they use the natural colors for something that might be good for you, and advertise with that to children or to adults. So it's just something to think about when you're thinking about the colors. This is ketchup, just really quick. Number 1, let's see, it's the 3rd one, high fructose corn syrup, and then it has corn syrup, so it has both. There's also added salt and added sugars in here. Grape jelly, we had in the hydrogenated oil video, you'll see that there is peanut butter, and so if you want to go ahead and that, a lot of times people do peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So this jelly, this is just Welch's grape jelly. Corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup. So it added both. So again, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, driving inflammation, wreaking havoc upon the body. Hot cocoa, number 1 ingredient, sugar. It also has corn syrup, solids, regular corn syrup, and modified cornstarch. And it also has different dyes in here too. Twizzlers, let's see, if you just keep on looking, corn syrup, modified cornstarch, has all those, and this one actually had mineral oil, so you might want to look that up. I know there's food grade mineral oil, but it just didn't seem right. You can look it up yourself there. All right, so these Pop-Tarts, a lot of times people will give to their kids or put it in as a snack. It has all these ingredients here. So again, wreaking havoc on the body. This has added sodium, carbohydrates. So there's a lot of calories in that as well. So this, I looked this up, Welch's. I said it was the #1 fruit snack in the United States. And corn syrup, sugar, modified cornstarch, all these things, and color red and blue one. So again, could cause learning impairment. So again, those things. Swedish fish, I know this is kind of a long one, but it's really important. Invert sugar, here we go. Invert sugar, modified cornstarch, all those things. If you're going, having birthday cake and things like that, cornstarch. Now there are different things that you can get to make your own, have whipping cream, or there's non-dairy things that you could do. Sugar, vegetable oil, all sorts of different kind of oils, corn syrup solids, more corn syrup, and more high fructose corn syrup. All right, lastly, the Starburst, #1 sugar, then corn syrup, and then this also has all these color red, especially they're the favorite reds, so they're adding these colors to these things. So I just wanted to point out, just to really watch the ingredients that you're putting into your home, and how these things are actually, over time, can cause serious diseases, especially if introduced as a young child, and then it continues on, could cause disease in the future. So I just wanted to go over just some sugar and ingredients, and thank you so much for watching.